Folks, we in the wood yard early this morning. I got my Stihl 391. We're gonna try to work up some rounds to get back over to the splitter. We split late yesterday afternoon and I had a lot of rounds up, but they went quick. The only bad part about this is this first log has got a lot of dirt on it. So this gonna, probably after I cut this too, it's probably gonna have to stop and I'm gonna have to sharpen this saw. Great temperature this morning. It's in the low 60s. And we're gonna get some food for the Wolfe fridge to eat. Hopefully, my wife will be down in a little bit. I got Rosie laying in the background. She's ready to go. So let's get started. Man, I wish I had a brush. All right, I got my grapple on, so I'll move this log up if I can work with it without bending over so far. It's got a little bit of dirt on it. I think we can get this done and maybe this one before I have to go sharpen that chain. So let's get it. Let's see what we can do with it. Perfect. When I was sawing that log, I made sure my feet was clear in case if that log started to move or something happened, I get my legs and get my feet out of the way. That's very important when you're down here bucking up round and a pile. Always make sure your feet is clear. And I went about 80% through. I knew it was gonna pinch the saw, so I went down the log 80% and then I just turned it over and finished cutting the other 20%. So it's time to go take these gravels off and put on the Harvey forks on my bucket and load this thing up. So stay tuned. All right, I got my bucket with a Garvey, G-A-R-V-E-E, clamp-on pallet forks. Now normally folks, 3 pieces of wood, all I get in that bucket. I might could turn it edgeways, put some on the top, then I'll lose 2 or 3 pieces going over there to the wood splitter. I'm gonna show you again how much wood you can haul if you got a set of these clamp-on forks. So let's get to stacking. Problem. All right, folks, that ain't all this gonna hold. But that's all I'm gonna put up there. Now you do that with your bucket. That is a lot of wood.